welcome to our channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a sneaker customization on these white Air Force 1's. I'm going to be turning these white Air Force 1's into these Louboutin inspired custom Air Force 1's. You got the spikes on the front and you got that painted red sole. It looks so good. I'm going to do an on fit as well, so make sure you stay to the end, and throughout the video I'm going to be showing you what you need and how to do this custom. Before I start though, shout out to MG Kicks as well, because that's where I got the inspiration from. So I'll leave his channel in the description. I'm going to get into the custom now. Hopefully you enjoy, and yeah, peace out, let's get it. I've got a pair of Air Force right here that I'm going to be doing the cartoon, stencil, custom, whatever you call them. Shout out to Joshua Vice, he did come up with this idea first, so I will leave a link to his Instagram in the description for you guys to check out if you want to. It's a really cool concept. I saw it about a year ago and I wanted to do it back then, but I don't think I had a pair of white Air Force to do it on. However, about 2 weeks ago I started doing a custom on a pair of white Air Force and it flopped like really badly. And yeah, I've got one right here. What I've got to do first is I've got to strip the paint off the really bad custom that I did, repaint the shoes white again, which is going to be pretty easy, won't take very long, and then just get straight into the custom. If you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell too so you can be notified every single time I upload a brand new video. And if you do enjoy this video, smash that thumbs up button. Now, let's just get straight into the custom. Let's go. So the first thing I've got to do is use acetone or nail polish remover, whichever you choose to call it, and just get rid of the old paint from the last custom that I did. Whenever you customize a pair of shoes, you've always got to remove the factory finish, and to do that you would use nail polish remover. But right now I'm going to be removing the old paint from the last custom that I did. Same exact thing, it's just going to take a little bit longer to get rid of all of the paint. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and repaint the shoes white and just get straight into the custom. Getting straight into the custom, I'm using Angelus Direct Leather Paint, and I'm just using a paintbrush and outlining every single shape on the shoe. This is going to give it that really cartoony look and effect to the shoe. Luckily with Air Force 1s, it's pretty easy to keep the lines consistent because you can just work on the outer parts of the stitching and get those nice lines all over the shoe. Something I would recommend is not doing the lines super thick when you first lay them down. Try to keep them thin, that way if you do make a mistake you can make them thicker. And yeah, you don't want the shoes to look too perfect. You can have like inconsistency in the lines, but yeah, having it a little bit too messy can be a little bit, scuffy and stuff. So try to keep the lines perfect-ish, but yeah, if you do make a mistake it's not a problem because it is supposed to look like a sketch. So to outline the breathing holes, I'm just putting the paintbrush gently around the outsides of them. You don't want to put the paintbrush like directly in the shoe because you will clog up the holes. So you just want to go ahead and paint very gently around the outside. Once again, it doesn't have to look too perfect as long as you can definitely still see where the holes were in the first place. And now I'm just doing the exact same thing that I did before on the lace holes. And then doing the same thing on the front of the shoe, although personally I think it will look much better if you don't do the holes like too big because there's not a lot of space in between the holes. So if you do the holes like super big, like the outlines, it can kind of all blend into one thing. Like it doesn't look too good if you do the outlines too big. So on the front of the shoe I did try to keep the outlines of the breathing holes thin. Now for one of the hardest parts of the shoe, bro, this took a long time. Outlining and just like filling in the Nike Air on the back of the shoe was super difficult, but that's only because I didn't have the right paintbrush and I couldn't find like a super small paintbrush to use. So that did take quite a while, although it can take quite a while. As long as you can still read that it says Nike Air, you should be good. And now for the stitching on the sole, I decided I would just completely fill the whole thing, and then afterwards use acetone and a cotton pad and wipe over where the stitching is, so the paint is only on the stitching and not around the stitching, so it gets those really clear lines. And now just doing the air on the sole as well. And then just to finish off, doing like little sketch marks, so just using the tip of the paintbrush and like just doing like those little lines going around the shoe to give definition to the sketch look. Now for the most time-consuming part of the custom, outlining the laces. Rather than using black paint, I did use a permanent marker, and it did pretty much the exact same thing really that paint would have done, although it was much quicker. Once you've done this, lace them up and you're done. You dig?
I'm on a new level, headed to another league. This shit will never stop, my future looks overseas. I'm on a new level, check out the